Russell Westbrook finished this season averaging a triple-double for the fourth time in just the past 5 seasons. Last night, he led the Wizards to a big win over the Pacers to claim the 8th seed. But after the game, it was triple-double talk that Kenny Smith was more interested in. Take a listen.
I had a conversation over the weekend with Michael Jordan, and we were debating what's the hardest part of getting the triple-double for Russell Westbrook. What would be the hardest part of getting the triple-double?
The hardest part is probably what you can't control is the assist. I can't control.
That's what he said.
I can't control if guys make shots, but I can make it easy for them. But I can't control if they score it or not. But I can rebound on my own. I can score on my own. But I can't control if guys make shots or not.
Great. Love it. Love it. Shannon, which do you think is the hardest for Westbrook to achieve in a triple-double, points, rebounds, or assists?
That's my first time hearing him say that. I would have said the rebounds because he's a 6'3" guard. And normally guards have a hard time rebounding, Skip, because the big guys gobble up all the rebounds. Russ finished in the top 10 in rebounding, Skip, and he's the only guy that's shorter than 6'10". Capella, Gobert, Valanciunas, Sabonis, Vucevic.
That's just impossible.
Yes.
You can't do that, and he does it.
No other time in the history of the game, other than Russ, has a guy finished in the top 10 in rebounding that wasn't a big. He's in the top 10 in rebounding at 6'3". All the other guys are 6'10" or above.
Yet he didn't even hesitate. Assists. I can't control if they make the shot.
Right.
I can make it easy, but they got to make the shot.
Yeah, and when I heard, it's like, okay, it all depends on who the guy is. If it's a big, I'm thinking it's an assist because you're not going to pass. They're not very proficient at passing the ball, Skip. Obviously, getting rebounds, you're big, you're right there up under the basket. Scoring, you can score. But now that Russ said it, I can see why he would say assist because he's absolutely right. I throw you a pocket pass and you blow the layup, there goes my assist. But Skip, still to get 10 rebounds at 6'3", you got to do a lot of chasing. Because, like I said, Skip, it's not like the balls are coming right there to him. You got to go hunt rebounds. Rebound is desire. And so I thought it was going to be, I thought they would say rebounds, but now that he mentioned assists, I can see why he says that because, like he said, hell, I can do everything but put the ball in the hoop for him.
So you just got won over by the greatest player who ever played, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. You say he was right about this.
He was right. I think Kenny was thinking rebounds also.
Well, he was. Well, that was the debate with Michael Jordan.
Right.
So who am I to disagree with the greatest player ever? But I'm going to disagree. I'm sorry. I was with your original instinct.
Rebounds?
It's got to be rebounds. I can back it up with numbers. Would you believe that 94 times in Russ's career he's recorded a double-double in which assists cost him the triple?
Right.
170 times he's recorded a double-double in which the rebounds cost him the triple-double.
Wow.
So 94 times, it'd be 9 or fewer assists. 170 times, 9 or fewer rebounds.
Wow.
Okay? So it's screaming at you. The numbers scream. It's the rebounds.
Right.
He's 6'3".
Right.
You can't ask him to get 10+ every night. I mean, that requires actually a little luck to me. Don't you have to get some good bounces?
Yeah, Skip, here's the thing. Russ averaged a double-double in points and assists in 2015. It wasn't until the following season his rebounds jumped from 7 to 10.
And why was that? Because he started concentrating, and also he started saying on free throws, I'm going to go inside.
Right, I'm gonna be one of the big guys that because prior to Russ, I had really never seen a point guard at the line.
Okay.
Trying to get rebounds. I've never seen it.
Okay, but in most teams' circumstances, the point guard gets back on defense, right? So when the shot goes up, you should start to go back.
Right.
He goes forward.
He goes forward.
Because
he's already on the line. He's not going forward, Skip. He's on the line. He's like, I'm going to get me a rebound.
Okay.
And the effort, Skip, rebound is all about effort.
It is.
And for him to exert that kind of energy on a nightly basis, Skip, and assist, a lot of times, Skip, he's just dropping it off, and there's Lopez just laid it up. Steven Adams was the beneficiary of a lot of those dump-offs where he just laying the ball up and dunking it.
Ennis Cantor before him.
Right.
Because you're just giving him a dunk,
you're good.
Right?
But to chase down and get those rebounds, Skip, that's a lot. But you know, he said, I mean, he was quick with it. He's like, assist.
He didn't even pause.
He didn't even hesitate.
Oh, I love it. That was a great question. And, you know, MJ, he's got to know, right? Okay, are the Blazers and Dame Lillard primed to upset Jokic? The Nuggets. We'll dive into this one next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy.
LeBron and the Lakers are officially in the playoff field after their win in the play-in game against the Warriors. But if they're going to win their second straight title, LeBron's ankle is going to need to hold up. LeBron said after the game on Wednesday that his ankle is good, but ESPN reported that we need to be concerned about LeBron as he's playing on one leg. Fox Sports NBA analyst Chris Broussard joins us right now. Chris, I got to ask, how limited do you believe LeBron will be on his ankle, and is it going to keep the Lakers from repeating as champs?
Well, he was clearly limited in the play-in game against Golden State. I thought he looked really good in the 2 games he ended the regular season with, until that final tweak of the ankle. But I was told, and he said, that it wasn't really a big deal. So I was a bit stunned by how limited he was against Golden State. You saw it. He couldn't finish at the rim. He could post up, back down Andrew Wiggins, and then had trouble elevating to make the shots in the paint. So that was concerning. My feeling is that it will get better over time, but he clearly will be limited, I think, in this Phoenix series, at least to some degree. Remember, he was on a 30-minute restriction. He surpassed that, and thankfully he did for the Lakers because he hit that shot. But then also you heard the broadcaster say, Frank Vogel had said before the game, the longer LeBron plays, the tighter the ankle gets. So those are all concerning if you're a Lakers fan. But the question Jen asked, will this keep him from repeating? No, because I don't care if LeBron was healthy. Brooklyn's the best team in the NBA. Now, I think, could Brooklyn beat itself? Sure. Is the chemistry just not going to be there after only 8 games together in the regular season? Will Kyrie have some type of, focus issue? Maybe. Will egos get involved? Who knows? But if Brooklyn is right, they're beating LeBron, healthy ankle or not. So to me, the question is, will it hinder LeBron from getting out of the West? I still think they beat Phoenix, assuming LeBron and AD can play every game in the series. They beat Phoenix. If they face Portland or Denver in the second round, I think they beat either of them, assuming even if LeBron's hampered to a degree. If he can play every game, I think they're better than all those teams. The team that could stop them if LeBron's hampered is the Clippers. That's it. Now, I would expect that as time goes on through the first 2 rounds, LeBron will be back to normal, or, he won't be hindered the way he was against Golden State. And I think that could help. The Lakers could beat the Clippers in 7. That's my pick. Lakers over Clippers in 7. But if LeBron is as he was against Golden State, I think the Clippers would beat him. So I'm sticking with the Lakers pick, assuming LeBron's going to gradually get healthier. But if I don't know what he was against Golden State, what would you guys say, 75%? That's not enough to beat the Clippers. I think it's enough to beat the other teams he has to face in the West.
Well, the mere fact that he was on a minutes restriction tells you something, because normally in the playoffs, Chris, nobody's on a minute restriction. You play as long as you need to in order to get the win. And so for him to be like, look, LeBron, we really don't want you to go very much over this, lets you know. Now, in the bubble, he played averaged a little over 36 minutes a game in the bubble. Considering when you factor in the blowouts, you know, like, wow, he really didn't. There were some games that they blew, they ended up blowing out Portland. They blew out Houston. So there were some games that they had some blowouts in that. You're like, wow, okay. But the question is that it's not when LeBron's on the court, it's when LeBron's off the court. Because he was plus when he was on, and they were minus when he was off. They got to find a way to stem the tide, because he cannot play, I don't care healthy or not healthy. He can't play all 42 minutes, Chris. He just can't. And that's what really hurt him. If you look at when they losing to Golden State, and they might have would have still lost, but LeBron could not stay on the bench for more than a minute, because they might have a double-digit lead, and within the 40 seconds, it was down to 2, and LeBron was like, damn, I got to go back. So for me, and I agree, having had the injury that LeBron has had, I don't know if LeBron did this, but I would take an injection, Chris, and I felt good. Ooh, man, the first half, I felt like the old Shea. Midway through the third quarter, man, like somebody stuck a nail in my tire. Felt like I was running on a flat tire. And then become fourth quarter, I wanted to get another one, but I knew they weren't going to give me, and I just had to gut it out. And it seemed to me the first half, you look